So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're going to get into the new, well, not the new, but the Nars Laguna bronzing cream. Now if you all remember, they came out with this last summer. It was limited edition. They had the shade Laguna and Casino. I'll try to remember to link my video up above where I reviewed Casino to give you an initial look at the product, because that was the only shade that they had that was even close to my shade, and I thought Casino was going to be like, you know, the powder Casino and deep enough, and it was not. But the formula on it was really nice, so I went ahead and kept it anyway. Plus, I figured they were just testing the market to see how it was going to go, and then if it went well next year, they'd come out with some for everyone. And I was right, which is why another reason I kept it. Anyway, this product retails for $36, I believe. Let me double check this. Sorry, $38. It comes in 5 shades now. It originally came in 2. And it is a decadently creamy bronzer formula that is inspired by the best-selling shade Laguna. Let's see. This creamy formula glides onto skin, delivering long-lasting second skin warmth with a natural-looking finish. It is scented with Nars' signature French Polynesian Tahiti oil, also known to lock in moisture, visibly firm, and visibly tone the complexion. So, we're going to try out the shades 4 and 5 today. So I'm going to swatch 3, 4, and 5 on my hand, because I'm, like I said, I'm just calling Casino 3. So yeah, 3, 4, and 5 are what we're going to swatch, and then I will compare them to the other cream products I have originally had, but you'll see that on my Instagram. I swatched the ones from Charlotte Tilbury and Makeup by Mario on Thursday when I made the video, so you all could see it Friday. I tried to put it up on my stories, but I don't know what happened. My stories kept looping. I had to log out of my Instagram and re-log in order for it to stop looping the one part that it tried to upload that it never uploaded. So that's why you all didn't get that upload. It was supposed to upload literally the day before I made the video, but Instagram was acting a fool. My Instagram been acting a fool like ridiculously, y'all. Like I went from 978 followers to like 894 in like the span of 2 weeks. I'm like, what is going on with Instagram? I don't know, but I'm not appreciating it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not liking it at all. Random side note. So I got a couple other new things for us to try too. So I got the, what is this? The Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. So we're gonna try that out today. And then I heard Babs Beauty talking about this concealer. I don't really mess with this brand too much because they're like Hourglass, where it's like they only make complexion products for people who look like me, and then everything else that I'm supposed to wear and make I'm supposed to figure out myself. But I figured it was new concealer, and you all might still want to see it since I do a lot of complexion stuff. So sometimes I'll compromise and do it. Like the original foundation they came out with, they had a shade for me, and this concealer they have a shade for me. I've got the shade Coconut Sugar. Oh, by the way, I probably should say what brand this is. This is Lawless. I heard my girl Steph or Babs Beauty here on YouTube talking about it, and she gave it an okay review. So I was like, this is looking awfully light though, so I don't know if we should even try to use this. Okay, it seems really liquidy. It's giving me that Marc Jacobs color that I like, but it seems like it's a little bit lighter than the Marc Jacobs, so I don't know how I feel about that. But we're gonna go ahead and try it out since it's here. We're here. Everyone's here and available. So I'm going to use the new Nars foundation and mix it with the older one. So we're gonna mix this Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation with the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Now I heard a rumor going around the mill, I think it's from Makeup Craze. She posted that they were getting rid of either Sheer Glow or the other one they came out with after Sheer Glow. I forget the name of it, but I think they'll probably get rid of that one since Sheer Glow is a classic that they've had forever. But just FYI, I heard one of them is out the door, so I'm like, let me zoom you on in, because we're gonna have to put on this primer and all this other stuff. If you're curious what's on my eyes right now, this is the House of L palette from Mented Cosmetics. It's supposed to be about Superman, I'm told. I'm not a DC person. I'm more of a Marvel person. So I'm not 100% sure. But that video will be going up. I think this video is going up tomorrow. And I think the Natasha Denona primer is going up Monday. And then I guess this will go up like, well, no, the Natasha Denona will probably go up Wednesday. I don't know. Anyway, all these new things are coming to you soon. So I'll be right back. I got to take all this off so we can get into this set. Okay? Okay, I'm back barefaced once more. So, we're gonna start off with the primer. I believe this retailed for $18. I got the small one because I was like, I don't know if I'm even gonna like this, and I'm not trying to have a million primers. I did just run out of a sample size of a primer, so I have been like trying to use up primers. But as far as my big ones go, yeah, I haven't used up any big ones, I don't think. I'm really close to using up a Wet n Wild full size one, but otherwise, yeah, no, I have not done any of that. So Let me go on Sephora and read what this primer says it does. There's my phone. I hope it's close because I have not looked at all. I just know it's supposed to be like a, here it is. So I have the mini size, which retails for $18 like I thought. Read what it says. It says it is a lightweight water cream makeup primer with skincare benefits that blurs the look of pores and fights shine for a long-lasting soft matte finish. The finish is matte, like it just said. It has normal, oily, and combination skin in mind. Its concerns are oil and pores. It has niacinamide, which helps minimize the appearance of pores. Bahuka log, which helps visibly smooth skin texture and even skin tone, and lentil extract, which helps reduce shine. This silicone-free primer feels refreshingly cool and dries down to a translucent finish to absorb oil and fight shine for long-lasting wear. It contains blurring microspheres that help create a smooth canvas and provides a soft, focused matte finish. It is clean at Sephora. And like I told y'all, I paid 18 bucks. The full size one is 36, but y'all know they'll usually give you like half the product for half the price, and that's what this is, like with the setting spray. At first they weren't doing that and people were like clowning about it, so they finally got to where they did half for half the price. So let's try on this primer and see how it goes. Okay, it does. I definitely feel the cooling when I first put it on. It's not like that one that came from Origins where, you know, they had the whole super cooling feel, but I can definitely feel the cooling on it. I'm trying to focus mainly on my pores since, you know, I have really big pores in this area of my face, like my girl Babs Beauty or Stephanie here on YouTube. So let's see how it looks. I feel like it blurred the pores on this side of my face more than the ones on this side, but maybe because I didn't like literally focus and like pat it in there is why I didn't. So let's do a little bit of that just to see if it will make a difference. I'm going to take like that size amount. And I'm going to press it into pores and see if it'll. Okay, yeah, when you put it like that on directly on the pores, and I'm going to use half the amount, so I'm going to use the other half on this side. But I feel like when you do that, it definitely fills in the pores and you don't have nearly as many big crater pores as you did beforehand. So yeah, when you take it and literally press it into the skin in those areas, it definitely is filling into the pores. So that's good to see. Now we can put on some foundation, see how it goes on top of these products. So I'm just going to mix the two I showed you in the beginning. So one thing that sucks is since there's no pull-up on the soft matte one, I have to, like, you know, just squeeze out a random amount and hope it goes okay. And then I usually use like 2 pumps of the light reflecting one, combine them to use it that way. But I figure you want to see how product goes on over the you know, the primer, not just put it on and like see if it blurs or whatever. I like to see how products go on top of other products that I like to use with it as normal. So I mainly focus a lot of my product on my cheeks because, as you all know, I have a lot of dark spots and hyperpigmentation going on around that area. So I try to cover that up the most. Then whatever I have left over, I usually like go toward like the sides of my face and then maybe like put a smidget on my forehead, and I mean like a small smidget. I don't know who invited him and thought he was, you know, on the guest list. He's not on the guest list. I have his name nowhere on it. Only people that are invited to my face is skincare and like makeup, and he's not either one of those things. So I don't know who misproperly informed him and made him think he was supposed to be there, but we're gonna try to handle him tonight because he's really disrespectful and I don't appreciate it. So he needs to go. But let's see how this Nars foundation blends over it. I'm just using this Morphe X Jacqueline Hill brush from her brush that they came out with. They're actually having a really nice sale on a whole bunch of Jacqueline Hill cosmetics products. So if you want to try some, I'd say look on their website first because her website is having 20% off sale, but some of her products on Morphe's website are like 50% off. So go over there and check before you go on her website and check if you're curious in any of her products, because a lot of them are 50% off. So like her lipsticks for $10, the bronzer things are 50% off. Her summer collection from like last year when she didn't have cream bronzers work for anybody who was like darker than medium or on sale. I was thinking about buying one since she claims that she's gonna come out with more shades like at a later date, and then that way I can see how the old shades work versus the new shades work for someone my skin tone, since I didn't even get an opportunity to use it the last time. But let me know down below if you all be interested in me doing that, because it's like I can compare it once she finally does come in with them. So she claims she's coming out with them. But you know, I honestly want to put that in air quotes, but I'm kind of trying to put on this foundation right now over the primer to see how it looks. So you know, I definitely see a natural satin matte type finish to the face, and I know it doesn't have anything to do with the foundation, because the foundation is a isn't a satin matte finish. If I remember correctly, that is a natural matte finish, and then the other one is glowy, so it's giving like the little glow that you're seeing because of that. So let's try this concealer. I guess we should read and see what the hell it says. It does. It's called Conceal the Deal. It says for Salon Sephora. Why not? What is this brand? Oh, Flawless. It's like I don't buy enough from them, so I couldn't even remember. It's not bad. I mean, if you made more stuff that I could buy, then maybe I would. Moving on. This is a long wear lightweight concealer that delivers medium to full coverage with a self-setting soft focus finish that feels comfortable on the skin. The coverage is supposedly full, even though they just said it was medium to full. So is it medium to full or is it full? Which one is it? Anyway, the finish is matte, the formulation is liquid, and it has antioxidant complex. It helps to prevent the skin surface from environmental aggressors. It has caffeine known to energize and depuff the appearance of the skin. And it has flower extract which limits the appearance of free radical damage to the skin caused by blue light. So everybody wants to jump on this blue light train now. It says this creamy and blendable formula visibly brightens, contours, blurs, and perfects. It feels smooth and weightless upon application and uses natural pigments to deliver high performance payoff, while hydrating and toning properties give a semi-matte skin-like finish. And this is supposed to be a clean at Sephora brand as well. Did I say how much it costs? I'm pretty sure it's $28. Let's look again. Sorry, it's $26. But yeah, so we're gonna try this on and see how it goes, and then we'll get into the bronzers, which I'm most excited about. I mean, the primer's cute. This I just thought because I figured you'd all want to see it. I don't really care about it. I'm going to review it though, because you know that's what we bought it for. But okay, so this is a little bit lighter than I was expecting it to be. Because to me this is lighter than my Marc Jacobs. But maybe because my Marc Jacobs have a little more of a orange, it has a more of a golden undertone. I feel like this is like more like a peachish undertone. Maybe it's just me. And that makes me want to read what shade I got as far as like it says in the undertone. Yeah, let's go back on Sephora so I can see, because I thought they said it was golden, and to me I feel like it looks more peach in my opinion. But you know, let's see. Can you show all the shades? It says it's tan deep with golden olive undertone. So I guess I see that. It's the lightest one of all the shades, starting off in the deep category. So there's that. Now let's blend her out. But I don't know if me is running more peach than olive or golden. Or golden olive, like it's saying. But again, that's just my personal opinion. So. But I figure I should say this since you know that's what you got me for. I usually use the brush for this, but I ran off and left the brush in the bathroom, and I was just like, I can't be bothered. So it's just gonna be real difficult trying to blend it with this sponge. What I hate about this Hershey sponge is like the little tip. I feel like it makes it harder to try to like blend certain areas. And you think it'd be easy underneath the eye, but I feel like that makes it harder because I'm scared of gonna like poke myself in the eye, and the powder's gonna get in my eye when I'm using it. So I don't like it in that regard, but you know. Okay, so it's blending up pretty nicely, pretty easily. It's not one of those like dries down quick concealer, because I hate those, like the Jaclyn Hill one. I feel like everyone hates that one because it's like it dries down so quick. I don't think I've seen anyone give it a positive review, like literally no one. I went to Morphe's website when I was looking at the 50% off sale to see what they had of hers 50% off, and it was like 1 star. It literally had 1 star. I was like, well damn, y'all just out here disrespecting Jaclyn, huh? But you know, you feel like she disrespected you with this concealer, you have the right to, you know, your opinion. So I was like, hey, okay. I mean, I'm not necessarily a fan, but I just blend it in with other concealers so it won't dry down as fast. That's my personal hack if anyone cares. Like, blend it with another concealer, girl, and then you don't have to worry about it. for my normal concealer hack. Now we're gonna get into these bronzers, so I'm so excited about. Y'all don't understand how excited I am about these bronzers, because I was like, I've been waiting for them to come out with a shade deeper than Casino, since Casino wasn't even that deep. And to me, Casino looks like more of a contourish type shade. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it on my hand because it blends in with my skin pretty well. It has a little bit of a grayish type undertone to me that makes it look more like a contour, which is the only reason I feel like it stands out on my skin, because otherwise I'd be like, I don't know. So I have shade 4 here, and then I got shade 5 because I didn't know which one was gonna work. And worse than worse, I figured 4 I could use in the winter time, and then 5 I could use in the summertime. And then 3 I could just use on my nose, because I'm calling the shade Casino that originally came out with number 3. I don't know if I'm right or not, but I'm calling it 3. Oh yeah, so 5 is going to be too dark. I can already see that now. Look how deep that is. Well, I mean, on camera it didn't look that bad, but when I first swatched it, it was looking pretty deep. But once you blend it out, it looks out pretty nicely. So this is Casino, the original shade I had. This is shade 4 of Laguna, and this is shade 5 of Laguna. So that's what all of them look like. Now I kind of swatched them against the Mario ones, but I don't even know where did I put those? Okay, so I'll show y'all those after I get done with this. So I'm gonna start off with shade 4 in Laguna, and what we're gonna do is we'll put it on one side, and then the other side we will put 5. So I'll swatch those off camera because my camera battery is dying. So this is shade 4. Remember, we put 4 on the right, and we're gonna put 5 on the left. So I'm just showing you to blend on this part. I'm going to blend it up the forehead as well, but my battery's about to die, so I'm trying to, you know, like, at least give y'all this part before it dies. And then we'll go and do 5. So. As you can see, it's looking pretty red. I'm liking this tone better than 5, though, just like looking at it in the pan, but we'll see how it looks like on my face once we get there. But this is what 4 looks like on the face, and I'm going to set it with the Punta Cana bronzer from them once we get that far. Okay, y'all, so we need to blend this concealer now because I have had it on for a while, because I had to go turn off. I had to go get a new battery. I had to swatch all of Mario stuff, and I don't know how long they give you playtime with this particular concealer. This is my first time using it, so I'm like, let me hurry up and blend this out, and then we'll worry about doing the Nars concealer on the other side. See, because it's starting to not want to blend because it's sat there for so long. But you know, I don't control the battery and the camera on die for 20 minutes. Because I swear, I feel like it always does that to me. I'll be in the middle of trying to do something, and then it decides it needs to die. I'm like, ugh, so annoying and rude. But thank goodness this isn't like the Jacqueline one where it's like you have to spray and do a whole bunch of stuff in order to get it to move. It still moved after all that, thank God. Because I'm telling you, I was concerned. Now I'm taking my foundation brush and just brush around the sides of it to make sure I didn't have any weird lines from where they had to sit and wait for me to blend it out, because I had to go do all that other stuff I talked about. So we'll try to save it as much as we can. Goodness. Okay, so let me show you all the stuff I swatched now that we have, you know, finally gotten to where we want to be. So what I did was I just added some other colors. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Bronzer in the shade Deep. This is Laguna 4. This is Laguna 5. This is Makeup by Mario's Dark. And then this is Makeup by Mario's Dark Deep. So, and I feel like the Laguna 4 looks just like the Bronzino one. Did I leave it in here? Here it is, thank goodness. Because I'm like, Bronzino from, Best Coast Bronzino from Tower 28. I feel like it looks really similar to that shade. I feel like the dark from Mario does as well. So I'm going to swatch that on my hand and we can see. Sorry, on my arm, and we'll see. See what I'm saying? Like, this one is a little bit brighter, but I feel like they have that same type of tone to them. Like that reddish, orangish going on. Except this one is shimmery and a little bit more pigmented, I guess, on first swatch. But let's get into shade number 5 now, since I just put on shade, crap, I put shade 5 on instead of 4. Or did I? Now I need to check. Okay, no, I put on 4 first on this side, like I said. I just put the topic on 5 and confused myself. So now I'm going to shade 5 and put it on. So here's what shade 5 looks like compared to shade 4. because I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't sure which one was going to be the deepest, and I feel like this one is much deeper than that one. I actually prefer shade 4 to shade 5 for right now. Now in the summertime, I feel like shade 5 would be good, which is why I ended up keeping the Makeup by Mario one in the shade dark deep, because I'm like, in the summertime, since it's more red and like a little more neutral, I feel like it'll go better with my skin tone for that time. So I just ended up keeping both of them. But so far, just as far as colors going, I'm liking 4 better than 5. So I'm feeling like 5 will work if you're darker than I am, which is good, because originally they didn't even have a shade for like anyone who would had any sort of melanin in them. So I didn't think Karen could wear the shade tan. I did a video on the shade tan. Like I said, I'll try to remember to link it up above, but it wasn't hitting the way it should. The formula was really nice, and I remember saying that, but compared to the colors they have now, like that was not hitting at all. It was just real disrespectful. I'm gonna go underneath here with the foundation brush and kind of make it look a little bit smoother, because I feel like I went on with a little rough, but I'm not used to using that brush with my contour on my cream bronzer, so that's why it looks like that. But overall, everything looks pretty nice. I'm going to set the rest of my face now. I have the LYS powder I like to put underneath my eyes, so I'm going to use that now. I'm going to just take a eyeshadow brush to set it, because I forgot to bring a brush. Story of my life. I'm not getting up and pausing this one more time. I have already paused like 2 or 3 times, but we just want to go with this brush and make it work. I will not get up not one more time with another brush. We are not doing it. No, absolutely not. I'm gonna set. I'm ready to talk about setting underneath my eyes. I can set the rest of my face off camera. I'm not gonna need to set underneath my eyes at least. Yeah. And then we're gonna take the sponge and set the rest of my face with some powder. And I don't think I need to set that, since we were talking about the concealer. I'm mainly concerned about setting that. So I guess I can go off camera and set my face, and then we can come. Matter of fact, I'll set the bronzer now with you, even though I normally prefer to set the bronzer after I set my face. But I'll set the bronzer now just to save us some time. And then I will come back and set my face and do all this stuff off camera. I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario Glowy Skin Transforming Powder. I think that's the name of the powder, right? The Skin Perfector, sorry. The Transforming Skin Perfector. I'm going to use that off camera to set my face, but I will set my face with bronzer right now so we can get that part all done. So I'm going to use the same brush I used the cream. Just dip into it. And just lightly bronze the cream. Even though, if I remember correctly, this sets to a powder finish. I used the other one a couple of times earlier this week, but I wasn't paying as close attention as I normally do, just because I always set my cream powders with my cream products with powder, just because I have oily skin and I don't trust them. They're not to be trusted. So this is Punta Cana. They didn't have the deepest shade in stock at Sephora when I initially bought this one, because I wanted the deepest one, of course, just to be safe. But they only had this one, and as you can see, this one works fine. It's doing what needs to be done on my face to make me look nice, so that works. So this is what the finished face is looking like with all the products we tried on. I think they look nice so far, but we're gonna have to wear them throughout the day and see how they truly work versus how they just looking right now. So I will check in with you all later on tonight, and we will see how this face goes. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so I returned after many hours of wear. As you can see, I didn't even put on any lipstick. It's like 3 in the morning, so I was like, who cares? Who cares? If you're curious what's on my eyes, this is the I did a palette mashup. So I did the strawberry milkshake palette from Unearthly Cosmetics alongside the dragon fruit palette from Cleonid and Emily Violet Marie, I believe that's how you say it. So this is what we work when it comes to eyes. Let's close up and see how this bronzer is looking. So remember, this is the side that we put Laguna, 4 on, and this is the side we put Laguna 5 on. Now I talked to my friend Joey, and he was saying that I felt like this is more of like my winter shade. I'm sorry, this is more of my summer shade, and then Laguna is more of my winter shade. So I'm glad someone else saw what I was talking about, because you all can't tell me yet. I'm sure you'll tell me in the comment section down below, but I think it wore just as nice as the original one. Again, y'all saw the swatches of the original one, Casino, which I feel like is, Laguna 3 now. but I put it on the forehead this time today. I don't know what's going on with my under eye, but I feel like it just looks really like cakey and dry down there. But I did put more powder than I normally did the day before, so that could be it. But the concealer wore nice. I feel like the longer you set, the better it lasts and it looks, though, because I feel like when I let it sit that long time on camera with you all, when you initially put the application on, because this is the next day, and where I actually did the wear test, so I like it when I let it sit a little bit longer, but it looks okay overall. I think it did a good job. I used the Beauty Bakerie setting spray instead of the Charlotte Tilbury one I normally like to use, but I'm trying to use up some setting sprays and use up some other things because I keep having to buy a whole bunch of stuff to try. But yeah, I'm liking the face. So if you want to try it, I definitely think you should. It does need a nice cream to powder set, but since I have oily skin, I just don't trust that. So I would set my face with powder. So I did set it with powder. You all can tell me which side you like better. I'm liking this side for the summer because I feel like it's giving me more of a bronzish type shade. I feel like I might end up mixing the shades together too, because to me this one seems a little more cool and neutral, like a contourish type shade as opposed to a bronzer shade, and I want it to be a bronzer shade. But you know, we'll see how it goes once I get darker in the summertime. This one might work out perfectly. I'm feeling like it is, and I'm just feeling that way right now because it's still spring and hasn't officially become summer yet. But I hope you all have a great Memorial Day. Thank you to all of you who have served this great country. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get the lipstick off the top of my lip. But if you all want to see a tutorial on this eye look on IG, let me know, and I can do that because I'm kind of feeling it. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the bronzer. It blended out smoothly and creamy just like the original one did. It set down nicely. It lasted all day like I expected it to, like it did with the original one. I've been testing out the original one for a couple of weeks now to remind myself about how I felt about it and to make sure that the formulas were exactly the same, and they are. So that's pretty much it. I'm still testing out the concealer though, and I used the Dominique Cosmetics powder today instead of the illuminating banana. Sorry, no, instead of the LYS powder that I used on camera with you all. So that might be why I'm feeling that way too, because it's looking a little more translucent under my eyes and I like more of a yellowish undertone. But the concealer works fine. It's just, I feel like this is one I like letting it sit and dry down longer than I'm supposed to, because and I used it with a brush that day, and I used a brush and sponge combo like I normally do today, and I feel like a little more darkness is peeking through, so I might have to just use a brush with this one. Only time will tell, and it'll be in a complexion corner, so I'll update you there. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.